Hey everybody, welcome into the Talk Anime podcast. I'm Jared.
I'm Justin. Welcome on in, everybody.
And today we got a little bonus news episode for everybody.
Whoop whoop, spring animus.
Woo! We got a lot, man, because we haven't done a news episode in like a month now. A little over a month.
Well,
and there's a lot going on.
We've been busy, and yes, there has been a lot going on.
We have been busy. We got the whole March Anime Madness, which is wrapping up this Saturday.
Yep, which, again, if you agree or disagree, go ahead and give us a tweet at the Talk Anime Podcast.
Comment on the YouTube. Let us know what you think. Because it's definitely a fun episode.
It's a very interesting ending, I will say that.
Yes, it is. But we've got a ton to talk about, so let's just jump right into this.
There's an absolute metric crap ton to talk about.
I know. Like 62 pages of news.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. So let's, I guess, start off. We've got High Dive adding to Love Ru Anime's English dub to its catalog. And that's going to be beginning on March 27th. And yeah, they've announced that they're going to start streaming the English dub, which is the first anime adaptation of Kentaro Yabuki and Saki Hasame's To Love Ru manga on March 27th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern EDT. Eastern something time in the U.S. and Canada.
It's coming out on the 27th on High Dive.
Yeah, at 12:30.
Yeah, so check that out. I'm really excited for this. I've been wanting to watch this show for a while.
I mean, I know literally nothing about this show.
It's an ecchi type like show, comedy-ish. It's like right in my alley. I know not so much for you, and I'm really excited for like the cast and the director. Director's David Wald, which big fan of David Wald. He's a good guy.
Good. Yeah, he's good.
And then it's got some great voice actors in this one. Some kind of surprising, like Alexis Tipton, who usually has worked at Funimation for the most part.
Yeah,
is down there in Houston, Texas, recording this one. We got some good veterans on there as well. I'm not saying
like Greg Ayers is on there, and
I'm excited for that. Brittany Karbowski is on
Brittany
there.
Karbowski, I'm seeing that now. Yep. I mean,
it's got a good really good cast.
It's like you said, it's really not my cup of tea, but check it out if you are into that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I'll be checking it out.
Yeah.
Also more news on High Dive.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, the Setokai Yakundomo anime film streams on High Dive. And that actually started on March 10th.
Yep. So that's out on there right now. And you'll be able to check that out pretty much everywhere where you have High Dive. It's pretty much every single country that High Dive is in.
Yeah. United States, Canada, the UK, Ireland, Aussie land, New Zealand, the Netherlands, Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so for all of you who didn't get to catch that in theaters, which I believe is only in Japan in 2017, you finally get a chance to check it out.
Yep. And then moving on here, we've got anime studio GoHands is producing a second anime film. The Clockworks Company Ltd. will release the film on July 10th. I guess they just haven't named it, I'm assuming? Or are they producing this film that we just talked about?
They're producing the film we just talked about.
Okay. All right, my bad. I misread that.
Which is going to be the second film in this series.
Okay.
And it's a slice of life comedy story, so.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, inspired 2 television anime series, an original video anime project, and several previous animes, DVDs bundled with the manga. Well, and then continuing with High Dive, we've got High Dive is now going to be streaming Kaju Girl's black anime film.
Ooh.
And that was on March 20th.
So this past weekend.
Yep, so over the weekend.
Friday, I believe.
Yeah, a weekend. Yeah. Yeah.
And High Dive describes the story as, after years of war against a monstrous kaiju, the world finally knows a time of prosperity and peace. But the presence of the kaiju can only be felt. Girls with the souls of kaiju are born every so often, and each is gifted with unusual abilities of kaiju. An organization called
Girls.
called GIRLS,
Girls
has collected the kaiju girls to defend the Earth.
Who
But
run the
rising
world,
from the shadow
girls.
comes Black Stars, a troop
Black
of evil kaiju girls who just
Pretty sure
recruited
that's-
their latest and somewhat bewildered new member.
Ooh. So ominous.
This is like
Anyway.
so anime. I
That's
love
very
it.
anime.
It's like super anime.
The film debuted in Japan with a limited 2-week theatrical screening from November to December of 2018, and now it's coming to High Dive. So there
Heck
you go.
yes,
Check
man.
that out. Check that out. That sounds something of interest to you. Next up, Made in Abyss compilation films are streaming onto High Dive.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't have the time or hasn't checked out the series, you can check out these compilation films before the new film comes out.
Yep.
And that's actually going to be, I believe, or in theaters here in the U.S. Well, supposedly. We'll see. With theaters shutting down.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I love Made in Abyss. I want more and more. I think there was a few new snippets of content in some of these films, so I'll definitely be checking these out. And
yeah.
I'm real pumped for the Made in Abyss Dawn of the Deep Souls film to come out, which hopefully, if it doesn't end up running in theaters in the US, maybe they can do it like a lot of other studios are doing and just start airing it on their streaming service.
Put it on their streaming service like literally everybody else.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
Or just sell it to Amazon and they'll put it on.
Or do that. I feel like they'd more likely Sentai Filmworks to just put it up on High Dive.
Oh yeah, knowing them, yeah, I'm assuming they'll just probably put it on.
As long as there's not like some weird contract lingo with Japan where they can't do that, which it's already aired over there, so who knows?
Yeah.
More
in the Sentai film works, they license After the Rain anime, which I think that sounds pretty awesome.
I'm excited for this one.
After the Rain's really good.
Yeah, I want to say it was Amazon Prime exclusive show for a while?
I believe that is correct. So it's the film describes the series as After the Rain is a story about life's crossroads. There are moments great and small in which circumstances and choices in equal measure define a person. Akira Tachibana was once the ace of a track club, but an injury forced her to quell her passions for sports. Masami Kondo, a divorced father, had ambitions of being a writer and now manages a restaurant where Akira works. It is the intersection of Akira and Masami's seemingly disconnected lives that make each of them reconsider and redefine everything about themselves. So it's a 12. It was originally a 12-episode anime that premiered on television back in January 2018. Yes, you are correct, Jared. It's streamed exclusively on Amazon Prime inside and outside of Japan. So,
well, hopefully more people get to check this out then, because I know Amazon, they get a lot of good stuff, but it's kind of where shows just kind of go to the irrelevant, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, like I said, this was a really good show. I think like we've always said in previous episodes, is it goes on Amazon and it gets kind of forgotten. It's it's unfortunate, and so hopefully,
it's nice to see another streaming service pick up a show that was previously on there. Hoping this starts to become a trend.
Yeah, I agree.
That way, more people can watch the animus.
Yep.
Also in the news, with Sentai, they licensed the Nan Birari movie. Goes on Vacation.
Yeah. Goes on Vacation.
So
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's kind of exciting that they're getting this film as well.
I mean, I don't really know much about this one, to be honest.
It's like a slice of life, like cute girls doing cute things, essentially.
Oh, okay. Well, once again, not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea.
Really not my cup of tea.
Little description for the movie. Summer vacation might be coming to a close, but the adorable cast of Nanan Biori is headed to Okinawa for some fun in the sun and a visit to the beach. The students of the super rural Asahigoki
Asahigaoka
branch school, all 5 of them are eager to end their summer on a high note, making new friends and going on new adventures with the unbridled joy and adorable antics they're known for. It's a theatrical event that both newcomers and longtime Nanan Biori fans will not want to miss.
Yeah, so I guess it's been a long-running anime.
Sort of. There's been at least 1 or 2 seasons of it that I can remember.
Yeah, it has an established fan base, and yeah.
I get to check out the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
At some
and
point.
Now
they didn't give a release date with it, but they have licensed it, so I would see that probably coming out, best guess, probably next year or late this year.
Yeah, probably. It sounds like it. But yeah, now we're moving into the part of the show that I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah, we'll just get right through this. Rip the Band-Aid off the ugly.
We should preface this so everybody knows COVID-19. It's fucking everything up right now.
Yeah,
and the anime world is no different. And at that point, and in this point, you're probably going to hear Jared and I make jokes. It does not mean that we aren't taking this. We're not taking this serious at all. Like, we are taking this with the utmost severity.
Yeah, as you could probably tell with audio quality differences, where we're recording this remotely from each other.
Yeah, we have basically self-quarantined ourselves. No, not that we're sick. We're just saying that we're staying in place.
Yes. But with that, Funimation is delaying some of their, or pretty much all of their simultaneous dub production for current and upcoming anime. So not sure how that's going to completely affect everything, as like their voice actors get set up with home studios and everything, which I know they're working on doing that. But pretty much everything that they're streaming for the winter season, and then I'm assuming all the shows that they've picked up with the spring season will also be delayed as well.
Those are definitely going to be delayed, but we'll go down the list real quick. Bofuri, starting with episode 9 on March 18th, was delayed. Hatena Illusion, starting with episode 8 on March 19th. March 19th. Infinite Dendrogram, starting with episode 8 on March 19th. Nekopara, Smiling Down a Runway. Yeah, I'm not missing that. The Toilet Bound, Hanako-kun, Asteroid in Love, Case File N221, Kabukiko, Darwin's Game. Oh no, not Darwin's Game. That's sarcasm. I didn't enjoy it. My Hero Academia, which is the real arrow to.
Yeah, and this is like, these are all for the most part these are all dubs that are being paused. These are not the subtitled ones.
Are still continuing.
Yes. Just wanted to make that perfectly clear.
And then Black Clover, ID Invaded, Sorceress Stabber Orphan, A Certain Scientific Railgun T. And I think that's
it for the moment. Yeah, so a lot of shows being put on pause right now for the dubs. Hopefully everybody's okay there. I know I remember seeing on Twitter one voice actor was sick. I hope it wasn't. I didn't get to see if it was with COVID-19 or not. But they were having to have their roles replaced by other voice actors in the meantime while they were getting better. So stay safe out there.
Stay safe, stay healthy. That said, more sad news. E3 game show canceled due to the coronavirus COVID-19 concerns.
And so hopefully all the video game studios and everything will be able to do like their own like releases digitally of like what their announcements would have been. Because I know there's a lot of like, I know that Nintendo doesn't
simple.
do anything there anymore, and that Sony had already pulled out. But like, you
Yeah.
still had Xbox, and you still have like all the other smaller,
Microsoft
smaller
still
studios.
There. Yeah, Microsoft is still going to be there. I believe Valve was still going.
Yeah, I want to say probably Bethesda. I don't know if Bethesda was going or not after their show last year.
Yeah, I don't know if they were or weren't going.
But you had those. You had like other smaller publishers and everything that usually would go or have some affiliation with the event. So
yeah,
and we'd hear all kinds of games, obviously, that were going to be released. A lot of them
and this
anime related or so. JRPGs.
Bloomberg. Yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. And then further sad, I'm distraught over this. I am just so sad. Coachella Music Festival delayed to October due to COVID-19 coronavirus concerns.
You might be asking yourself, what does that have to do with the anime? Well, Hatsune Miku was supposed to perform there. And that's the only reason we included in the news here. And also with that news, the Hatsune Miku's concert tour has been delayed as well in the U.S.
Yes. Yep.
Sad
and so we
news.
Can skip right on over that. Even more sad, Anime Boston 2020 convention is also now canceled.
Along with many other conventions. Like, there was too many to even really list. This is just one of the bigger ones in the spring.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a surprise, to be honest. Like, especially with Boston.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then, oh man, this is what really
this is the one that actually like impacted us.
Yeah, this one actually hurts. ReZero TV Anime's second season delayed until July. So now we have to wait until summer for ReZero.
I didn't want to wait, but this season is so jam-packed full of shows.
I'm honestly like okay that
it's just one less show to have to keep up with.
Yeah, I'm actually a little happy that it's being delayed because I think, especially at least just based off the past 2 years, the summer seasons have been pretty lackluster.
They've been weaker,
So I'm pretty glad that we have at least one anime to look forward to. However, the Anime Expo is going forward as planned.
As of now, that's what they were still planning. At least when this news went up on March 4th. So this is a little dated right now. I haven't seen any other news where they said they were going to cancel, but this is in July, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is in July. We'll see. I'm assuming once we get to May, we'll have a better idea of what the summer's going to be looking like.
Right.
But, basically that's, no, actually we got more.
No, we still have more.
Still got more. The Misfit of Demon King Academy TV anime is now delayed to July due to, once again, COVID-19.
Was originally slated to come out this spring as a new series.
Yeah, it's a new one.
And then the one that hit me hard, man.
I know. This is just your absolute...
devastated.
Anyway. Interspecies
by the culture. I need my culture, Justin. I need it.
Video release is delayed in Japan by 1 month. God damn.
Can this show not catch a break? It cannot catch a break, my friend.
I hope it continues to not catch breaks.
But there is a light on the horizon.
Interspecies Revere anime added by Gifu Broadcasting TV station updated.
Yes.
God dang it! I hate you.
Love you, buddy.
And
that's it for the negative news here.
That's all for the negatives. It sucks. And from there, we're gonna move on because I'm tired of talking about COVID.
Now for some real positive news. Crunchyroll unveils 7 Crunchyroll original works, including Tower of God, Noblesse, and God of High School.
Yeah, that sounds like that Tower of God sounds pretty interesting.
It looks really cool.
It does sound really cool.
And the currently airing Inspector, that's actually one of the Crunchyroll originals as well.
I love it. Which, by the way,
it's real good.
If you have not checked out Inspector, you should totally go check out Inspector because it's real good.
Yeah.
It's real good. I need to get caught up on it. I'm behind by a lot right now.
Like, they have
but,
some great studios working with them to like do on this. Like, we're talking like Mappa,
like Mappa,
Production IG, and where else? I know there's other studios. I mean, they've got some great
there's a whole
stuff.
list. Telecom Animation Films, Sola Entertainment, I believe. I mean, there's a whole list, which you can find online. Production IG. There's a whole bunch of people working on these projects. It's going to be very exciting.
I'm pumped for this. Just to run down a little bit more information on shows that they did announce. Youngie Park's The God of High School is being done by Studio Mappa, and Sola Entertainment is providing the production management while Mappa is working on the animation for the series.
Yep.
Crunchyroll describes the work as this action-packed series follows a high schooler and his friends as they compete in an epic tournament, borrowing power directly from the gods and uncovering a mysterious organization along the way, with the promise of their heart's deepest desires motivating their tournament victory. It's
interesting. It sounds sort of like a weird twist on Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? To be honest,
yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking that, or like maybe like borrowing powers directly from the gods. I'm trying to think what else would that even be under. I can't think of another series, really.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything that's like it, like that would be close to that other than Is It Wrong? I mean, this sounds very interesting. I think that, I mean, I honestly, like, if it's done right, it could potentially rival the Dark Tournament, I think.
Nothing will rival the Dark Tournament. It's the best tournament. But it is cool seeing an anime just based on a tournament. I'm down.
Well, I mean, that was basically
I know
Yu Yu Hakusho it was like 2/3 of the anime, but yeah, I mean, it probably won't rival the Dark Tournament just because it's the Dark Tournament, but
yeah. Still is neat though.
But one can hope.
And this was a webtoon comic that started publishing in 2014. And Crunchyroll's working with another webtoon production as well. That is Noblesse. And Production IG is doing the animation on the work. So it's going to be freaking gorgeous.
Yep, and this one actually also sounds pretty interesting too. This is a fantasy that follows a powerful vampire noble who is thrown into modern civilization after 802 years of slumber.
820.
Dangerous adventures. Oh, excuse me, 820. Man, I've been up since 3:30 this morning. All right, give me a break. At least I'm able to read most of this. Dangerous adventures with his new friends await as they combat a secret organization and uncover his past. A lot of secret organizations, apparently.
Apparently already, yes. That seems to be the theme. But I mean, I'm down. I'm always down for watching a vampire anime to see if it's good or not.
I was about to say, I'll give it a chance. You know, I haven't liked a vampire series since Hellsing, but, you know, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
Give it a good shake. Let's see here.
We also have Monix Equinox.
Yep, Monix Equinox is coming.
This one actually sounds cool. It's a young Aztec boy saved from death by the gods and chosen to act as humanity's champion. Forced to discard his apathy towards his fellow man and prove humanity's potential in a fight that spans across fantastical yet authentic Mesoamerican cultures. That sounds cool.
Good word. Yeah, I don't know.
I always like when
similar.
Yeah, but I always like when anime goes to a different location than Japan, or like Neo Japan or Neo Tokyo or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing, but I will say that I don't know. It sounds very similar to a lot of previous things. But,
it does, but I like the Aztec aspect of it. I think it sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean, it might be pretty good. We'll see. Next up, we've got Meiji Gekken Sword and Gun. It's a working title, apparently. The animated work is inspired by historical events that take place in Japan in 1870 and follows an ensemble of characters: a former samurai, a Yakuza bodyguard, a devious spy, and a geisha assassin. That sounds pretty cool, as they try to find their place in the rapidly evolving Meiji era while escaping the sins of their past.
And that sounds cool,
pretty
too.
Cool. That sounds really good. I'm actually intrigued by that one.
Right?
I'll be interested to see what they end up doing with it. I hope that it's really good. So yeah, be on the lookout for that one. We have Freak Angels coming out, which is based on a graphic novel by Warren Ellis and Paul Duffield. Crunchyroll describes the work as, after civilization comes to a sudden and crashing end, 12 23-year-old psychics live in the rubble of London, must check their wild impulses and discover their better angels in order to rebuild society.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sold by that.
I'm not completely sold by that synopsis either, but I'm definitely will look out for it when it comes out.
I'll take a look at it, but I'm not sold by that description, really. I don't know. Anyway, the previously announced High Guardian Vice by Ray Rodriguez. The show was originally slated to premiere on Crunchyroll last year, but Crunchyroll just, for whatever reason, pushed it off. So they describe it as 4 fierce girls trained to become great heroes at High Guardian Academy, where they form allegiances, uncover betrayals, and discover their true identities while preparing to protect the world from an ominous unknown threat. It sounds sort of Sailor Moon-y.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that.
I'm assuming it's going to be maybe Magical Girl-esque. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or some sort of like magic or something's probably involved, I would assume.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I don't know.
Something else here, though, that I didn't realize is that Crunchyroll previously co-produced more than 60 series since 2015.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's a lot, including The Rising of the Shield Hero, A Place Further Than the Universe, and the Junji Ito collection.
I had no idea that they were co-producing all these shows.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I just thought they were really good shows, but
yeah, I mean, go Crunchyroll.
Go Crunchyroll. In big news here that I'm very excited about, Inspector's Anime English dub is the cast was revealed, and then I believe it debuted on February 29th.
Yeah, it did.
So Liz Freeman is Kodako Iwagana, or Iwanagaga. Yeah, Iwanagaga. Brandon Winkler as Kuro Sakagawa. Lauren Landa as Saki Yumihara, Kaylee Mills as Karen Nanase, Christina V is Rika Sakagawa. So this is, and once again, this is another Crunchyroll co-production.
They killing it over there at Crunchyroll. Killing it.
They killing it. Continuing to kill it.
I'm really enjoying that they're doing these. Essentially what like Funimation's been doing for quite a few years, or what High Dive recently started doing the last like 2 years, where they're doing these dubs along with the subs.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, we've touched on this before. Where
we have.
Yeah,
we were pleasantly surprised when a show, the Science Love Show from this season.
Yeah, the Scientist Love Show. I can't remember. It's too long a name.
When we just put an episode on because we're like, hey, we want to watch this. And we're like, wait, that's English. This is a dub. What?
Wait, I understand what they're saying.
It was really, it was kind of surreal because we were not expecting it.
Very odd. It was very odd. But anyway, moving on here. Crunchyroll reveals Tower of God Anime's video, cast, and staff.
I'm super excited for the show. I want to get that out.
Yeah, I mean we've talked about this already, so we don't need to go into too much detail with this. But it's sounding pretty good.
It's gonna air this April.
April 1st. It's April 1st. So unless it's been delayed, which I don't know.
I don't think so. I think this one's still coming out. They would have announced a delay at this point.
Yeah, probably.
In more news,
continuing on here, Crunchyroll expands One Piece streaming to Europe, Middle East, and North Africa.
More people can watch the nearly 1,200 episodes of One Piece.
And continuing. still ongoing saga of Monkey D. Luffy.
Will he ever find the One Piece?
Pirates.
Will there ever be a two-piece? Find out in the next 2,000 episodes.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
In 2,400 episodes, he will be.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yep.
Also in Crunchyroll news, they're going to be streaming Aka 13 OVA.
Yep.
I like that Crunchyroll's been picking up a lot of OVAs for different shows over the last few years, because it's something that's usually forgotten until like a home video release or even a separate video release for like
I was about to say
OVA.
Yeah, that one, it's not very common. I think it's on the rise, but it is not a very common.
Yeah, and I like that they're actually putting some effort into getting those.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Crunchyroll also is going to be streaming Konosuba anime film.
Legend of Crimson anime film.
That actually is, let's see, it's starting tomorrow actually, and goes into April.
After you're done listening to this episode tomorrow, the 25th, because that's when we're going to air it, you can go watch the movie.
Yeah,
now
there you go.
It's there.
Assuming that you've watched all of Konosuba.
Oh, it's so good. So funny.
Debatable. But anyway.
Crunchyroll adds Zozo Zombie animated shorts to its catalog as well.
I like the shorts. I'm happy that they're bringing up more of these shorts.
Well, Crunchyroll's actually done a pretty good job of putting a lot of shorts on there. Like my personal favorite, Senyu, is just freaking hilarious. And I'm excited that they're putting this on there as well. And
I'm happy that they're doing more of these short episodes.
The story is described as Zombie Boy isn't your average kid, and while being a zombie might not at all seem like an ideal lifestyle, you'd be amazed what this little guy is capable of. A laugh-out-loud comedy sure to have boys and girls alike rocking in their chairs. I mean, I'm all for this. If they're 3-minute episodes, there's 103 of them, and they're putting the first 5 episodes on. Where's the date on this?
I was actually trying to find that.
It launched this past Thursday.
Yep. Yep. So
March
go check
17th.
that out. Check that out. Looks like it might be pretty funny. Yeah, go check it out. Discotheque license Konosuba Poco's Udon World. She and Her Cat Everything Flows anime.
This is exciting. These are going to be releases. So you're going to be able to get physical releases of all these.
Yeah, and that's they're slated to come out May 26th.
Yeah. So. As awesome as streaming is, I cannot stress enough how great it is to actually have a physical copy, because there are a lot of shows that just disappear.
Yeah.
And I own quite a few that just aren't streaming anywhere at this point.
Yeah.
That the license has expired, nobody's picked it up, and it's nice to be able to be like, oh yeah, I want to go watch this show, and I have a place to do it. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't see that happening with Konosuba, since Crunchyroll has it, and they don't really let anything go if they can. But
no, Crunchyroll's pretty.
But there's other stuff that's awesome to check out, and it's nice to support your local physical release partners as well.
Please support the official release. Anyway, next up we've got this is kind of interesting. We've got a couple interesting gaming
gotcha games and stuff.
Things very interesting. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Infinite combat game launches in the West this spring. This is going to be brought to you by P-Cube. Rice Digital reveals the collector's edition with a Hestia pillowcase.
Hestia's Bestia.
Oh my god.
So one side of the pillowcase, for everybody out there who can't see the images, is just her, just all of her out there, and the logo. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon, and the game title. And then the other one, other side of the pillowcase, I'm assuming, is just the Bestia of Hestia.
God dang it.
I'll let you figure out what that is.
Yeah.
Hint, a ribbon is involved. But no, this collector's edition actually looks really nice.
I'm very
You get the double-sided pillowcase, you get a 100-page art book, you get a soundtrack, and you get 6 art cards, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah, and this is going to be available for the Switch and PS4.
And PC.
And PC, yes. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know.
I have no idea what this game is going to be like. I would assume an adventure-ish game where you're running around doing different quests. Yes, that's very vague.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
or like exciting. A JRPG style is most likely what
probably.
It is.
But even more exciting, One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows game.
One Punch
trailer. So One Punch Man is now getting a video game, and it's a fighting game, of course. Which is going to be available on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and it launches in North America and Europe. It actually launched, last Friday?
Yeah, I believe so.
Last Friday. So, this is brought to you by Bandai Namco Entertainment.
It seems pretty neat because it's a 3-on-3 action combat fighting game, and then you can choose if you choose Saitama. Like, your characters must survive long enough for him to arrive, because he just destroys everything.
He's OP.
With only 2 characters. It's really cool how they've done that. I dig it.
I mean, I like it. I dig it. I was actually just wondering how they were going to do that. But, that's pretty cool.
And some of the characters in it, I mean, you obviously have Saitama, you get Genos, Hellish Blizzard, Speedo Sound, Sonic, Moomin Rider,
Vaccine Man, the Deep Sea King, Mosquito Girl. Oh, good lord.
Carnage
Capuduo, Terrible Tornado, Silver Fang, Atomic Samurai, Tank Top Master, yes.
Tank Top Black Hole.
Tank Top Black Hole.
Tank Top Tiger.
Metal
yes.
Bat. Metal Bat, yes.
And Metal Knight.
Metal Knight, Stinger, Melzigard, Child Emperor, Spring Mustachio, and Amai Mask. Oh, man. That's a good list. I'm excited.
Tank Top Master, yes. And Metal Bat. Master. I love Metal Bat.
I love it. Who doesn't love Metal Bat?
Good lord.
Beating the hell out of everybody with a Metal Bat.
I wonder if the game's going to be good. I'm actually curious.
I'll
have to look up some reviews and see. If it is, I might actually pick it up, because that sounds fun.
I just might too. In more gaming news, ReZero franchise is also a game on the smartphone.
It's a gotcha game.
Gotcha.
Hold on to your credit cards and your Google Play and Apple Play money or Apple Store money. Watch out.
Microtransactions for days. The official Twitter account of ReZero Starting Life in Another World franchise revealed on Monday that the franchise is inspiring a smartphone game temporarily titled ReZero Kara Hajimaru Isekai Sekatsu. The smartphone game will launch this year. Sega has launched a website and Twitter account for the game. So, sounds like it's going to be Sega, which is hilarious.
Sega,
I didn't think
they
were relevant.
Weird. No, Sega's not irrelevant. They've got some good stuff coming out still.
I was just saying I didn't know they were still relevant.
Man.
I thought they were dead. But anyway. Anyway, the smartphone game is going to be launched this year at some point. The game will be free with the option to purchase in-game items, so
free.
Microtransactions for days. Yeah, free quotations. White Fox will produce the game's opening animation. Kenichi Kawamura, who worked as the storyboard artist on the first season of the anime, is storyboarding and directing the animation. Original light novel author Tape Nagatsuki is supervising the project, so that's cool.
I'm actually curious when this will come over to the West, because I wouldn't mind at least downloading it and checking it out, see what it's like.
Yeah,
because I do play a couple games on my smartphone now, a couple gacha games. I don't spend any money on them. I do wait for all the recharges and everything.
Yep.
But
wait for all the recharges. Dang, Harry Potter and played that one. Have you played that Harry Potter game?
No, I've been playing Crossing Void, which is just like a mashup of like 50 or 60 or more different anime characters from different shows.
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining.
Nah. Yeah. There's this, I forget what the full name of it is. I'm sure our listeners probably know. But it's some Harry Potter game. It's basically like a story before Harry Potter.
Interesting.
So like, yeah, it sounds interesting. It's fun. but oh my god, there's so much waiting involved because you got to recharge your magics and everything. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
More gaming news.
Sinnoh Alice smartphone game's global version launches on July 1st.
Another mobile game.
Labo. Yeah, another mobile game brought to you by Labo Inc. Announced on Monday that it will release the global version of Square Enix's Sinnoh Alice smartphone game on July 1st. Labo will release the game worldwide, except in Japan, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau.
So this is actually kind of cool because it's going to host collaboration events with both Nier Automata and Nier Replicant after the launch as well. And the story is described as Sinnoh Alice is a chilling retelling of a classic fairy tale within an settling dark fantasy world inspired by the game's creative director, Yoko Taro, Nier Automata. The game follows several popular fairy tale heroes as they work together to navigate perilous lands, battle menacing enemies, and solve mind-bending puzzles to resurrect the storytellers that created them. That sounds interesting. I mean, it originally came out in Japan and for iOS and Android in 2017. So curious to see what it'll be like over here.
I assume that it'll be pretty good since they've had 3 years to basically develop it abroad. So. Yeah. Anyway, moving on here. We're still in the gaming news here.
Yeah, we had actually a decent amount.
Quite a bit of gaming news. Anyway, Little Busters Converted Edition Switch game heads west on April 23rd. So, game developer Prototype confirmed on Tuesday that Visual Arts / Keys Little Busters Converted Edition game will launch digitally for the Nintendo Switch on April 23rd. The company also began streaming the game's opening movie. Rakuten had been listing the release as of January 23rd. The release will feature Japanese audio and the ability to toggle between Japanese and English text throughout the game. The Switch release will also have the features added to the previous version of the game.
Yeah, so this has been on PC and it's been over in Japan for quite a while, but it's really cool to see a lot of these visual novels coming over to the Switch because they've really been promoting them. And
yeah, they have.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and next up we've got Code Lyoko Future Blessings. Oh, I mean, sorry, Code Geese. Sorry, no, Code Goose. No, Code Realize Future Blessings.
Jesus.
Switch game launches on April 23rd.
I can't with you. I can't. Any code anything is always freaking Code Lyoko.
I love it. It's such a good show, Jared. Good Lord. It's a classic early 2000s show.
It's
anime.
Something.
It's something, all right. Axis Games announced on Thursday that it will release the Code Realize Future Blessings fan disc game for the Nintendo Switch on April 23rd. The company also revealed the game's Day 1 edition and began streaming a teaser trailer. The game's Day 1 edition will include a set of 8 large character cards, a mini soundtrack CD, and a 2-inch acrylic keychain of CC the dog.
CC.
The company had announced at Anime Expo last July that it would release several Otome games for Nintendo Switch in 2020, including the first Code Lyoko Guardian of Rebirth game and Code Lyoko Future Blessings fan disc.
Get out of here, Code Realize.
Code Lyoko Guardian of Rebirth launched.
Code Realize Guardian of Rebirth.
All our fans are like, it's not Code Lyoko, Justin, you're stupid. You can't read. Code Realize. Yeah. How dare you make fun of my anime.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to take a short break here from an ad read. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Jared here with today's sponsor of our podcast, Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. and it's everything you need to make a podcast in one convenient place. And in fact, it's the only hosting website that we use here at Talk Anime. We love Anchor. So go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Again, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And now, back to the show. And we're back with the news.
So as I was saying, Crunchyroll should really try and get the rights to Code Lyoko, Jared.
I think that you would go insane if they did.
I would love it. That would be my favorite thing. I hope they do. Crunchyroll. If somebody at Crunchyroll is listening,
first off, get Code Lyoko. Second, sponsor the pod.
Yes, also that. Please. I would love nothing more than have Code Lyoko end up on Crunchyroll. That would be that'd be my most favoriteest thing.
Let's make it happen.
Oh, please. Listeners, make it happen.
Tweet at them. Tell them. Tweet them. Get Code Lyoko. I don't care what it takes.
We want it.
The people want it and they cannot be denied any longer.
The ultimate anime. I'm surprised it was not on our list.
Because it would have taken... It would have been like a tie between that and Cory in the House. We couldn't put him on there.
And Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, God.
And Totally Spies.
Totally Spies. I'm so done with this. I'm quitting the pod, Justin. Mid-pod.
Wait, no, Jared, I need you. Somebody has to edit this thing.
Bye.
All right, let's get back onto the news here. Netflix partners with Clamp and Kindaichi, Gundam, Thunderbolt, Goth, Marduk, Scramble, Therme Rome creators for new anime. So Netflix partnered with a whole bunch of new people. They've got new friends, and they are planning on releasing a whole bunch of new animes.
I'm so torn up about this. I love that they're dumping money into anime in Japan, but I hate their release schedule for this, and I hate we can't get physical releases of any of it.
They really need to fix their
I know that Netflix's thing is binge watching.
Right, but nobody binge watches anime. Excuse me.
I was gonna say
plenty do.
Yes, but
let me take
so
that back.
many people want access to it, like right away to stream it.
I was about to say, there's plenty of people that don't want to binge it and want to just watch it as it comes out.
I mean, the only solution I could see to this, is I know it actually airs over in Japan, and then once it's done airing there, then they package it up, dub it, and then put it on Netflix. The only way I could see it going differently is if Netflix dumped more money into this.
Yeah.
To make up the costs for streaming over there, and then just started releasing it all at once, like their original shows.
I mean, they might. I mean, a lot of these animes that they keep putting out are being huge hits. Like, was that Beast Stars or whatever?
That's
been taken off. I mean, there's a few other ones on there too. The third season of Castlevania, which I need to watch actually. And then there's a handful of other ones. I think this is a good sign. At least I hope that it continues.
Oh no, it's not bad. Them dumping money into anime is always good, regardless.
Oh yeah, I mean that's always good. I'm just saying, hopefully, this is a sign of good things, better things to come. Is what I'm saying.
Now this one I'm actually really excited for, and I need to start watching it because it's actually out on Netflix now.
Go ahead.
Triggers BNA, brand new animal anime, reveals more cast and a March 21st premiere on Netflix. Which, if you're listening to this, it is March 25th. And I'm real excited. So I'm always interested in what Trigger's putting out, even though a lot of it recently has been kind of
not good. Not good. Not good.
Not great, but this looks really interesting. I love their art style, so I'm always willing to try it.
I was about to say, I've always been a fan of Trigger animation. I hope this is better than some of the stuff they've been putting out as of late. I'm really hoping so. kind of reminds me a little bit of, in a way, a Gretzko, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the story itself is probably not the
Nothing
same.
like it, no.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's not. Just to correct myself before our fans are like, no, it's not the same.
Like a Gretzko.
It's
What are
nothing
you
like a
talking
Gretzko.
about, Justin?
Stupid. Unsubscribe. But,
whoa there,
yeah,
cultured anime fans. Let's take it easy before we get upset.
Nope. That's not how the cultured anime fan reacts.
But I'm super excited for this. I'm actually, what am I watching right now? Oh, I just started the whole a certain magical index.
Yeah, a certain magical index.
Yeah, and I'm going to be going through that, Railgun, Accelerator, all of those.
Oof, you've got a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I just started it last night.
I'm sorry.
I've been wanting to watch it for a while, though.
Yeah, but oh my god, that's a lot.
And then I'm going to try to get to BNA here, because this is actually really interesting to me.
I'm probably going to check this one out immediately.
Also, in the Netflix side of news, for you Altered Carbon fans like myself, it's getting an anime.
It's already out.
It's already got an anime out.
Yeah, it's already out. It's on Netflix, I believe.
It is
already,
along with the second season of the show.
Yes, it is. And then, so we mentioned this one back a while ago. So Netflix is finally adding Drifting Dragons anime in the U.S. starting on April 30th. So we mentioned that this one was coming out for the winter. Obviously, it did in Japan, I believe.
Yeah.
But now it is officially coming to the U.S. For the spring. So,
this is actually very promising, because it seems like they're getting it out quicker.
Which is good.
It used to be like about 2 seasons it would take.
Yeah,
and now
it was
it's
about
looking
6
like
months.
at the end of the season, and then give it like a month, and they're starting to like pump the stuff out.
Yeah, which is good, because they really should be trying to keep closer to when they're releasing these things.
Yeah.
In
that
order
way
to
people
keep
can remember to actually watch it.
Yeah, they can keep with the hype too.
That too.
Yeah.
So anybody who's wanting to watch Drifting Dragons anime, April 30th. That's the date to look out for.
Yep. And then if you're wanting a description of it, I believe we give one back in our winter synopsis list. So go check that one out. Next, we've got Bakai Anime's second season teaser reveals a Netflix debut this year. I'm not really. I don't really care.
I haven't watched this one. No.
I mean,
Not a fan of it.
Not a fan of it.
Oh, that might mean that means I might like it.
Which, yeah, you probably will like it. So, the synopsis is: the protagonist Bakai Hanma trains with an intense focus to become strong enough to surpass his father, Yujiro Hanma, the strongest fighter in the world. 5 of the world's most violent and brutal death row inmates are gathering to face Bakai. Their objective is to taste defeat. Their unmatched strength and skill have led them to grow bored of life itself, and they now seek out Bakai in hopes that he can overwhelm and utterly crush them. In this crisis, other underground martial art warriors gather to fight by Bakai's side. Karo Hanayama, Goki Shibukawa, Retsu Kaio, and Dopo Orochi. An epic showdown between violent death row inmates and Bakai and his friends begins. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say on it. I'm not a big Bakai fan, but
that's fair. But anybody who is,
if you like it, it's getting a second season, and it'll be on Netflix. More Netflix news. Funimation adds Gurren Lagann sells at work.
You heard it here, people.
Comes in
Netflix
like
and
a
Funimation,
lion.
they are one and the same. They are more news of Netflix.
Yep. Well, it's not a surprise. Netflix has to try and compete with other streaming services, especially ones like Disney and Hulu, which are gaining more and more traction with a variety of different companies. So yeah, I mean, it only makes sense that they go out and partner with one of the largest anime companies in the world. But anyway,
that's
yeah.
not what happened at all here.
Is that not what happened?
No, this is Funimation news, you Goomba.
Well, it's on. It is on. It is on Netflix though.
Gurren Lagann was. I don't know if it still is.
No, it is.
Is it
Bells
still
at
there?
Work is too. That's why I was like, you can make fun of me. It is out there. It is on Netflix.
It is. It's because it's a Aniplex show, but that's why Funimation's getting it as well. You're fine.
Sorry. Yeah.
The no sleep is getting to Justin.
It really is the no sleep.
I got you, buddy. No, it's because Netflix and Aniplex have been working together for quite a while to put their shows on there. And since Sony bought Funimation and Sony owns Aniplex, it only makes sense to move Aniplex's shows over to Funimation as well. It makes complete sense.
Such a fucking idiot. Anyway.
So Funimation is going to be streaming the following anime from Aniplex starting on Tuesday. This is back in February, so they've been on there about a month now.
Yeah.
Gurren Lagann, Cells at Work, March Comes In Like a Lion, Charlotte, Uromanga Sensei, and Dakashi. I'm being harassed by the sexiest man of the year.
Okay. That sounds a little weird, but okay.
Interesting. Also, Funimation is adding Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin.
I'm actually excited for this because
I may actually watch it now.
Was this on Netflix as well?
No,
Kenshin?
it was not.
I didn't think so.
No, I tried looking at it after all the anime talk after the March Madness bracket was finished, but I could not find it on Netflix. So there you go. It'll be on Funimation, which means it'll probably be on
March 24th. So by the time you hear this pod,
probably on Hulu too.
It could be. If not, I mean, it's on Funimation streaming service, so
yeah,
you can watch all of Kenshin, all 94 episodes,
and
it's good. It's real good. If you're
good.
Listeners of our March Anime Madness tournament, no spoilers here if you haven't listened to it, but Kenshin gets a nice surprise win.
Hurts my feelings. It's all because of you, Jared. I blame you.
Love you, buddy.
No, you hurt my feelings.
Funimation is also set to stream Appare Ranman, Wild West Racing Anime. I'm super excited for this.
Oh yeah, we talked about this one.
Yes, this is the PA Works show. That looks really cool. Yeah, we did talk about
this one. It does look really good. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, the story of it is set at the end of the 19th century, and on the eve of the next one, a certain mishap of the brilliant but socially inept engineer Sorano Appare, family name first, and the shrewd but cowardly samurai Ishiki Kosami find themselves drifting in a boat from Japan to America. Broke, the two decide to compete in the Trans-America Wild Race to win the prize and return to Japan. The two battle crazy rivals, outlaws, and the great outdoors itself as they race through the Wild West, from the starting line in Los Angeles to the finish line in New York. They travel in the steam-powered car they built. This sounds so cool. Like, I'm so hyped.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It sounds exactly like Hanna-Barbera Crazy Race.
Yes, it does, but anime version. And oh my god, I want this now. I don't want to wait a few more weeks. I want it now.
I am excited. Don't care how I want it now. Oh my god. I'm referencing Willy Wonka. I really do need to go to bed. Anyway, but it looks really good. Check it out when it comes out.
I'm beyond hyped for this show.
Yeah, it looks
I'm sure
really
you'll hear me talk about more hype on it in our spring preview episode.
We'll be talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Funimation is also to be streaming Kakushi anime with subtitles and dub, apparently.
Yeah.
So Funimation announced on Thursday that it will stream the television anime adaptation of Koji Kumeta's Kakushigoto manga with English subtitles and a dub later on this spring. The anime's official website also revealed a new promotional video and key visuals for the anime. The video previews Flumpool's opening theme song, Chisana Hibi, Small Days. Also with Funimation, they are going to be streaming Wave, Listen to Me, anime with subtitles and a dub. And that was announced last Thursday that it will stream the television anime of Hiroki Samura's Wave Listen to Me, otherwise known as Nami Yo Kite Kur manga, with English subtitles and a dub again later this spring. The anime will premiere on April 3rd on MBS TBS and BS-TBS channels, and will premiere on April 5th on HBC in the anime setting of Hokkaido. The cast will appear at a preview screening event of the first 2 episodes in Tokyo on March 22nd, which
was yesterday.
Yep, and I'm a little. Did it actually happen?
I don't know.
Okay, well, anyway, may or may not have happened.
May not have happened. The plot of this actually sounds pretty entertaining.
Yeah, so the plot is the stage is Sapporo, Hokkaido. One night, our heroine, Minare Koda, spills her heartbroken woes to a radio station worker she meets while out drinking one night. The next day, she hears a recording of her pitiful grumbling being played live over the air. Minare storms into the stage in a rage, only to then be duped by the station director into doing an impromptu talk show explaining her harsh dialogue. With just one recording, the many eccentric facets of Minare's life begin to pull every which direction as she falls ever deeper into the world of radio.
I think it sounds neat.
It sounds funny.
Yeah.
I'd have to. I think for me personally, I would probably want to watch the dub for this. In all honesty, if there ever is one. Or yeah, there is one.
There will
be,
but who knows
there
when
will be.
it'll actually
Later
get released.
Oh, this spring apparently.
It'll be this spring. I'm just curious, like how. I don't know what the Funimation's process with getting people to record and everything will be.
Yeah,
but
yeah, no, I agree. That's probably true. But yeah, I mean, for me, I think I'd want to watch this one in the dub version, just because I think I'd maybe pick up on the jokes a little bit quicker, so I'd probably enjoy it a little bit more. But yeah, it sounds interesting. I would just probably want to wait for the dub myself. But
that's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, Funimation is also going to be streaming Muyo and Roji's Bureau of Supernatural Investigation Season 2 anime with, again, subtitles and a dub, probably later on this spring. Oh no, this
English
is going to be
this
the summer.
They've already pushed this dub back to the summer.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Which I believe the show's airing in the summer too, if I remember correctly.
Looks like I'm assuming so. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it's being coupled in there. Funimation is also going to be screening the first 3 episodes of Fruit Basket, second anime season, in U.S. theaters on March 30th to 31st.
I haven't seen anything if this is going to be canceled yet, so do take this with a grain of salt. This was news from March 6th.
Yeah.
So that obviously could have changed by now. This is March 23rd.
Yeah.
I would
24th, Jared.
Oh, 24th. I'm sorry. I would honestly be surprised if it was still going to be screening in U.S. theaters.
I highly doubt it.
But if it still is, and you want to go and see, you can. We over here at Talk Anime are social distancing. So
yep, social distancing.
Highly encourage it.
Yes, you should definitely do that. Continuing on here with movie talk, though, My Hero Academia: Heroes Rising earns a whopping U.S. $10 million in the United States,
for an anime film.
Very impressive. Is that one of the highest grossing anime films in the U.S.?
I don't know if it's. I'm assuming it's up there, probably like top 5. I would think. I mean, maybe like Your Name or something might have been higher.
Yeah, or maybe like a DBZ.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe like one of the DBZ movies that came out, but this is an extremely popular series or show, obviously. So it did very well. It was number 1 at the box office
when it opened, which is amazing. Yeah, that's amazing that it did so well. I'm glad that it did.
Same.
Because that means that continue to get more of them when they come out. I didn't actually watch it. Did you watch it?
No,
I
did not.
I need to watch it. But yeah,
more
so that's
film
amazing.
news.
Fate's Day Night, Heaven's Feel anime films screen in U.S. in the spring. And so that's supposed to the first of the two films start April 23rd. Oh, excuse me. The first two films start on April 23rd, and then the third one will be coming out in May. Again, with anything movie related, I'd
take our
like
release dates with a grain of salt right now with those, because these could always get pushed back or just canceled completely. Though I don't know. I mean, we can't predict the future. Like, April 23rd is still almost exactly a month away.
Yeah.
And May 7th is even further, so we don't know what things will be looking like at that point.
Yeah.
But just keep this in the back of your mind. Be like, oh, if everything's cool, copacetic, go check out these movies. I've actually been wanting to, so I might do that if everything is looking good.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Studio Colorido's original anime film Nakitai Watashi wa Neko o Kaburu reveals trailer, visual, and more cast.
This one seems really cool, man. It just seems like a good movie.
I know nothing about it, to be honest.
Yeah, so this is going to be opening up in Japan on June 5th. The original story is about finding one's true self, set in Tokiname, Arichi, and centers on Mio Munji Sasaki. She is a peculiar second-year... I'm so bad at pronouncing Japanese language. She is a peculiar Get out of here. She is a peculiar second-year junior high school student who has fallen in love with her classmate Kento Hinode. Munji resolutely pursues Kendo every day, but he takes no notice of her. Nevertheless, while carrying a secret she can tell no one, Munji continues to pursue Kento. Munji discovers a magical mask that allows her to transform into a cat named Taru. The magic lets Munji get close to Kento, but eventually it may also make her unable to transform back to human. It looks cute. I mean, there's a little piece of the little animation on there. It looks very well animated, as most anime movies do.
Yeah.
It looks like it's probably cute, I would say.
Yeah, probably. Anyway.
It looks like it to me.
Yeah. Tokyo Games, not Tokyo.
Tokyo. T-O-O space K-Y-O.
Yep. I am actually pronouncing that right. Anyway. And Studio Pierrot reveal Akudama Drive original anime.
I love original anime because they usually have a beginning and an end.
Yeah. That's nice. Tokyo Games and Studio Pierrot revealed more details on Friday for the anime announced in September 2018. The new anime is an original television anime series. Good lord. Titled Akudama Drive.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's premiering this July, I believe.
Yep.
And it looks neat. Like,
it looks very interesting. I'm hoping that the anime is consistent. Yeah, I'm hoping that the animation is going to be consistent throughout this show, because if so, it's going to be pretty good, I'm thinking.
I think so, too. The story of the anime is long ago. Kanto and Kanase countries had a war that divided the world, but at the end of the war, Kanase became a vassal to Kanto. However, Kanase's government and police force declined and the crime became rampant. The criminals are called Akudama.
Okay.
So just a little snippet of story there, not even like a plot.
Yeah, I was about to say, that
just
doesn't
kind of
really
like a setting.
Yeah, it's just kind of, just sets the mood, to be honest.
So it looks like it's going to be like more of a crime-based thing, I would assume. And that goes kind of with the theme of what the image
it looks like it's going to be pretty dark.
Yeah, you have you have 7 different characters, all pretty interesting character designs.
They are not practicing social distancing.
They are not. They are in an alley, and it looks like more like like a Neo-Tokyo design in the background.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, definitely more like a, Yeah, definitely darker, more like uh, highly developed city kind of
Yes.
setting. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, but yeah, check it out whenever it comes out. So this summer. So hopefully, really good. Sound Cadence Studios Sound Cadence Studios announced as dub studio for Island of Giant Insects anime film. So the Kickstarter page for the crowdfunding campaign to dub the Island of Giant Insects anime film announced on Sunday that Sound Cadence Studios, which produced Actor Songs Connection, This Boy is a Professional Wizard, and This Boy Suffers from Crystallization, will produce the English dub of the film if the campaign is successful. The campaign launched back in February 14th of this year and will end. Well, it's already ended. Actually, it ended on March 15th at 11 p.m. As of the press time as of the time that this article was written, the campaign had raised $18,106 of the project's $78,641 goal. So, I don't know when this article was written, but
it was written on March 1st.
Okay, so unless it got a lot more support, it does not sound like they met their goal.
I'm actually double checking that right now. It looks like they did not.
Yeah, so
they only raised 26,000 of the 77,000 that they wanted.
Yeah, so that basically means that none of that's going to be happening.
Which is kind of unfortunate because they already announced like partial cast and everything.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe some company will end up picking it up or something.
Yeah, I mean, if it raised 20,000 for the
that shows there's some interest in it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some interest there. But yeah, obviously maybe not enough. But we'll see. I don't know.
We'll see what happens. Keep you guys updated.
Yep. Next up, we've got Dropkick on My Devil. Anime's second season reveals promo video in an April 6th premiere. The official website for the television anime of Kyo's Dropkick on My Devil, Josh and Chan Dropkick manga, began streaming a new promotional video for the second season on Saturday. The video previews Halka's opening theme song, Toki Toshiri Violence on Occasion. The website also revealed that the series will premiere in Japan on ATX on April 6th at 10:30 p.m. The show will also air on Tokyo MX, Tochigi TV, Sun TV, and Hokkaido Bunka Broadcasting. Amazon Prime Video will also stream the episodes at once in advance of the television broadcast on April 6th at 10:15 p.m.
I'm assuming the first season is on Amazon. That's why I never heard of this until now. And it looks chaotic and hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily my cup of tea, but
it looks like it's my cup of tea. It's a comedy.
I was about to say it's looking like it's right up your alley there, Jared.
Yep. It looks bonkers.
So, yeah. So be on the lookout for that. Digimon Adventures anime English subtitled trailer revealed April 5th premiere.
I don't know if I should be excited for this or not. I love Digimon. It's just a reboot of the original series, so it'll be better animated. I'm curious if they'll do any other changes with it.
I don't know. I guess it depends on if they use the same voice recordings or if they're gonna
Well, it's gonna be weird because, like, the original series, I forget where it even released in the U.S. Was it 4Kids?
It was 4Kids, yeah.
Yeah, so
it was the same. It was the same that brought Pokemon. Like
So it would be different this time around if somebody were to pick it up and dub it. Like, it'd be more in line with like the Japanese version of what Digimon is, which is less cartoony and kiddie.
Yeah, be interesting.
So I'm curious to check this out. I definitely want to see who picks it up, where it starts streaming. And I want to at least check out a couple episodes to see how it feels.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think for me, I'm way too used to the dubbed Digimon that I don't think I could actually go back to a subtitled version of it. Like, I don't think I would be used to that. It's like trying, because I'll tell you, I started out watching One Piece as a dub, and then I ran out of dub to watch.
Well,
so I tried watching the sub, and it's just not the same, man. It's just not.
See, I'm weird like that. I can go back and forth between the two. I've done that with shows before.
I really cannot. I think
did that with Dragon Ball Z Super.
I did that too. I mean, I've done that. I'm fine
was
with
fine
that.
with that, and I've done that with other shows like Angel Beats, Anohana,
it
Toradora. I've watched both versions.
Because I've done Bleach like that too. Like I've done that with Bleach. And I've done that with Naruto, both the original run and Shippuden. But I don't know, just for whatever reason, I don't know if I don't like the Japanese voice actor for Monkey D. Luffy, but I just can't. I can't watch it. No, it's like I actually started watching the dub for Black Clover, and I enjoy the Black Clover dub more than
less. Is there? I'm assuming there's less screaming.
No, it's still the same amount of screaming, but it's it's a lot more tolerable because I understand what's being said. I think there's some comfort in that it's in my own language.
That's fair.
So yeah. But anyway, moving on here.
Meisetsu anime is going to be premiering this summer. It's an original from Kadokawa.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, the official Twitter account of Kadokawa's original anime Meisetsu announced on Friday that the anime premiere this summer.
So definitely check that out this summer.
Yep.
We'll touch more on this once it gets closer to the release date of it with our summer preview. But
it doesn't. Oh, here we go. Bakugan Armored Alliance anime premieres on Cartoon Network starting March 1st. So it's already been premiering.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll have 104 11-minute episodes.
Damn.
I'm curious how they space that out. Is it just kind of like what they do with like some American cartoons where they do 2 episodes in a block?
Probably.
That's what I would assume.
So, yeah, they probably do. So, that's probably it. Either that or they just bombard the hell out of these kids with just more Bakugan toy commercials.
Well, of course. That's what you get during the commercials. You get Bakugan the show, and then you get Bakugan
the commercials.
Oh, God, that's hilarious.
Oh, Lord.
And now, something I'm really excited for is we got more on the next season of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
I'm excited about this. Yeah.
This is actually some pretty big news from it, besides it's just getting like a few new visuals. We got a new trailer, which was dope. And going to be, season 2 is going to be airing from October, launching on Crunchyroll, which is already confirmed.
Yep.
And it's going to be a split core. So the first half of the second season is going to be airing from October. And the second half is going to be airing from April 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So we get 9 months of slime.
So much slime.
I know. I'm pumped.
Yeah. I know you are. Anyway, moving on. We've got, we'll talk more about that whenever we get closer to dates again.
Yes.
But anyway, we've got 86 sci-fi battle anime, the cast, staff, and the 2020 premiere. The Aniplex 48-hour TV live stream event on the Abema TV streaming service announced the cast, staff, and 2020 premiere on Sunday, this past Sunday, for the television anime adaptation of Asato's 86 light novel series. Shoya Chiba is playing Shine Nozen, and Ikumi Hasegawa is playing Ladalina Murez. The event also revealed a teaser video and key visual for the anime. So yeah, there's that. It's a light novel.
Mm-hmm.
It's described as the Republic of San Magnolia has been attacked by its neighbor, the Empire. The Empire. Outside the 85 districts of the Republic, there is the non-existent 86th district where young men and women continue to fight. Sheen directs the actions of young suicide bombers, while Lena is a curator, in quotations, who commands a detachment from a remote rear. The story of the tragic struggle between these two begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't have a lot of thoughts on this one. I mean, A1 is doing it, so it's going to be pretty.
Yeah, I mean, A1 is going to be working on it.
Yeah, it's usually worth checking out whatever they're working on. They do high quality projects.
Yeah, I mean they've released a few duds lately, but I mean they've also
Sword Art Online.
Yeah, Sword Art Online. But check it out.
And then we've got the Idly Pride anime reveals a few new visuals and a winter 2021 premiere.
And a new character.
Yes, and a new character. So, another idol show. Woo!
Yay.
We don't watch idol shows here.
No, we do not.
Just getting that out real quick. So, anybody, though, who is excited for it, not shaming you, but Idly Pride coming out in 2021.
That is your cup of tea. You are entitled to your cup of tea.
Yes. Then for the Irregular at Magic High School, the second season.
Right, so I think we're moving in mostly to like the announcements of the second seasons for anybody that's curious.
Yeah, so we're getting a lot of second season announcements, different animes that are just kind of being announced right now that are going to be coming out at later dates. So we got some more.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just gonna say we just got a better look at the second season of Irregular Magic High School or High, whatever you want to call. So we got a little bit better look at that, and we also got an announcement for when Cells at Work Season 2 is going to be coming out.
I'm excited.
January 2021.
I love
it's so good.
I love it. I love it.
White Blood Cell Coon. Oh.
White Blood Cell Coon. Best Coon. Best
boy.
Coon.
It's for anybody who hasn't watched Cells at Work, it is really good.
You should really go watch it. It's really good.
And the platelets are the most adorable thing ever.
They're hilarious. Anyway, new Hirogashi When They Cry anime video unveils returning cast, staff, and a July TV. So there's that.
It's cool seeing this show being remade, which I'm all for it. It's pretty good, and it's real dark.
Yeah,
it's really dark, and I'm actually excited to watch a new take on the story, or at least a new update to animation, if nothing else. Yeah,
no, I agree. I'll be interested to keep an eye on this one.
And then we get to Justin's, quite possibly, the news he might have been the most excited to talk about.
Yeah, I'm torn. Like, I'm excited, but I'm also, like, mildly hesitant about this. So, Bleach manga's 1,000-year Blood War arc is getting an anime. So, yes, it's been a while, but
Bleach is back.
We're getting more Bleach. So the Bleach 20th anniversary project and Taite Kubo new project presentation livestream announced on Saturday that the Taite Kubo's Bleach manga is inspiring a new anime adaptation that will cover the manga's 1,000-year Blood War arc. The arc is the final arc of the manga and covers volumes 55 through 74. So we're finally getting the ending to Bleach that we all wanted. Or maybe most of us wanted. I don't know.
I think most people wanted this.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, I think for a lot of people that were dissatisfied with the way they ended Bleach, I think they're going to be happy about this, like, especially because of just like how good it was up until like the very last arc.
Right.
I think that this is going to be, I really hope that this is going to be everything that everybody wants. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, so Kubo launched Bleach and Weekly Shonen Jump in 2001, and it ended in August of 2016. Viz Media published the manga in North America digitally in English as Shueisha published. Oh man, I got that right. Published new chapters in Japan. Viz Media also published the manga in print. The manga inspired a television anime adaptation that ran for 366 episodes from 2004 until 2012. Viz Media obtained the television and home video rights to the anime in 2006. The series premiered with an English dub in Cartoon Network's Adult Swim that same year, and eventually aired all the episodes by 2014. So basically, we haven't had really anything related to Bleach since like 2014, basically.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So basically, yeah, so 6 years. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. I'm also very hesitant with this one, just because I really I want it to be good. That's not saying I don't want it to be good.
I think it will be. I'm hopeful.
I just am very tentative about it because I just want my ending, man. I just want my ending.
I know.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm excited about it, but I'm also just keeping I'm not putting both feet in the fire, I guess. So
yeah, keep your expectations low, but be excited for more at the same time.
I think that makes it easier for the bar to be met.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I hope y'all are too about this. I'm really hoping that this is going to be really good. Yeah, I think oh, well, no, Jared, we have one more piece of news.
We do?
Yes, we do. We have partnered with a couple of other people in order to form a studio of podcasts.
Yes, we have.
Have we
actually.
Not? Yes. So you should check out all of Spill the TV's Spill the TV podcasts. And those would include Live from Watchtower, which is actually premiering tomorrow, which is going to feature myself and our friend Austin Schindel talking about DC anime, or not DC anime. I'm really tired. DC superheroes, as well as you should also check out the Unbirthday podcast, which features Austin, his wife Wendy, our friend Zach, myself, and Jared will sometimes be on there as well.
Yeah, we'll pop in every now and again.
And we talk about Disney movies, Disney works, everything Disney. It's all there. So yeah, give them a check out. Check out all those podcasts. Follow us on Twitter at Talk Anime Pod, right? Talk Anime Pod, or is it Talk Anime Podcast? I never get it right.
Talk Anime Pod.
Talk Anime Pod. As well as follow the Unbirthday podcast on Instagram. And whenever we start getting social medias for Live from Tower, get that to you too. And with that is the news. Yeah. I'm Tom Tucker, and this has been the news.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.